and welcome back to my channel. So in my first video, I mentioned my hesitation about starting this YouTube channel. Well, let me give you the real reason why this channel almost didn't get started. But first, tell your girl happy birthday. That's right, today is my birthday. And you know what better way than to spend some time talking to you guys. Okay, so I almost didn't start this channel, not because I didn't want to, but because I got scared. Scared of judgment, scared of failing. I got scared of not being enough. Honestly, I was overthinking, y'all, everything. So I have this best friend who started her YouTube channel a few years ago with her husband, and she also has one of her own. And we were talking about her channel and the silly things that my daughter was watching and how popular it was. And then, we started talking about how I could start a YouTube channel and how I could share some tax tips on my channel because, I'm a tax accountant. So quite naturally, as we're talking, I'm getting excited, y'all. And just as soon as I get up enough courage to do this thing, I'm hit with maybe you need to focus on one thing. And since I know taxes, that's what I should do, right? But then I'm thinking, you know what, there's more to me than taxes. And I really didn't want to be put in this niche box. So here I am, I'm watching her do her thing, uploaded her vlogs and just sharing her life. And I'm super proud of her, y'all. And in my face, if you notice if my face looks familiar, it's because I've been in a few of her videos. And so, with me being in a few of her videos, I was like, okay, so, while she's doing her thing, I'm over here like, how do you make your videos look like that? And meanwhile, the storage space on my phone is like, no ma'am. But be that as it may, I'm still thinking, if she can do it, surely I can too. So I tried it and I realized that it really wasn't that easy for me. It wasn't just about turning on the camera and talking. I have this thing about letting strangers into my personal world. And, I'm a private person in a lot of ways, and I like to protect what's sacred. So generally, outside of posting and sharing pictures and stuff on Facebook or, any other type of social media platforms, this whole thing, y'all, about being online, let me tell you, it stirred up all of my insecurities. I mean, I didn't want people all in my business, but more than that, here's where the overthinking, the fear, and the insecurities kick in. I'm thinking, what if it's not good enough? What if nobody watches? I didn't want to feel, I didn't want to feel exposed. So I hesitated. I stayed quiet for more than a year and a half. I stayed quiet, sitting in fear, sitting in perfectionism. Oh, and let's not forget about procrastination. Procrastination was like, hey girl, let me join in on this too. So you understand what I'm saying? So what really changed? What really changed? What really changed with me was that I was sick and tired of letting the days and the months pass by, me talking about it and not really truly getting anything done. I've realized that you don't have to start perfectly, but what you do have to do is just start. And this is a process. This is something that I've told people before. I'm also the executive director, the founder and executive director of a nonprofit That's called Woman of Worth Business Empowerment. And in my encouragement and counseling and consulting with other women who wanted to start businesses, that was one of those things that I would always tell them is, this business, starting a business is a process. It's a journey. You have to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. And as it relates to me, I had to take my own advice. I had to learn how to take my own advice. I had to realize that I don't have to start perfectly. Just start. It's a process. This is a real life, real faith, real business kind of process. I'm talking about the kind of life where you're just trying to trust God, and I don't know about y'all, but you're just trying to trust God and match your bra with your panties today kind of life. You feel me? Or, maybe you're figuring out if that text message was passive aggressive, or surely they're just missing a smiley face emoji somewhere. Now listen, my faith, it really is my foundation. I really am that girl. I'm that girl who loves the Lord and no, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect because I'm daily working out my soul's salvation. Y'all, there are days where I'm like, God, God, what are we doing today? Because I was expecting peace, but you just handed me character development. Okay? It's that kind of life. That kind of life is what I'm talking about. But I've learned that faith really is not, and I hope that this helps someone, faith is not about having all the answers. It's about being connected to the one who does. And so here I am. I'm showing up. I'm showing up imperfectly, but I'm showing up authentically. That's me. That's essentially Chandra. So yeah, I'll share my faith, talk life, and because I'm a tax accountant and business owner, I'll sprinkle in a little tax and business wisdom too. And so at the end of the day, y'all, if I can help even just one person, if I can help just one person step out and get clear, find the courage to take their dream, their faith walk, and discipleship with Jesus Christ. If I can just find one person, if I can help just one person do that and do it in a serious way, then, this whole camera setup issue, storage issue, pressing play and letting people partially all in my business, this whole journey, it would have been all worth it. I promise it would have been all worth it. So that's me, essentially Chandra. I'm just your sister girl who's just trying to show up, be obedient, and serve with what I've got. So if you're trying to live life, man, and consume content that reflects your values, it reflects your faith, it reflects your vision for yourself and for your business, then you're in the right place. Yeah, let me tell you, this is going to be the beginning of something special. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Okay? So hey, I hope you've enjoyed hanging with me today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.